everyone, I am back with another video. This is another card making video for Stampin' Up. I came up with a new card size today, last night sometime, and I made a small set of little birthday cards, and I'm going to call these mini cards. The size of this card is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I haven't done the insides, but I'm just going to put a little index card with matching ink on the insides of the cards. And I haven't stamped the back with my stamp yet, but I created these because they're little and they're cute and they're really simple, and you can use them for anything. I just wanted to do some birthday ones because my mom wants some birthday cards for some of the friends that she has over in the building that she lives in. So I thought these are really cute, and I used my what is this, Itty Bitty Banners, and just cut the banner out by hand, and then I backed it with the same color cardstock. I colored my little rhinestones with some Bic markers to match, and I'll go over the colors with you guys. And then I just used some white crochet thread because I don't have any of the Stampin' Up twine or anything, and the rest of it is all Stampin' Up. So it's the Whisper White cardstock for the base, and then this is the In Color 2013 through 2015 collection, and this is the pistachio pudding. So I used the designer series paper and the cardstock and the ink to stamp my little happy birthday right there. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to make these because I have one more to go for the whole set of 5 colors, and I also made envelopes to put them in. So I will show you how to make the envelope after I show you how to make the card. So the card base, the mini card, these are super cute too. Like, you can't really tell how small they are on the video, but they're really cute. They're half the size of a regular A2 size card. So I like to utilize every piece of my cardstock if possible, and this is how I came up with a way to create a new card set by doing that, because I basically took this piece of cardstock. I'm going to put it all back together sort of for you really quick. And so here's my 8.5 by 11, like this. I cut it at 5.5. So where you would normally score this and make an A2 size card, which you still can do, so I was left with the other half, so I cut that at 4 1/4, and now I can make 2 mini cards out of this because I'm going to score this at 2 3/4 and then fold it in half. So along my 5.5 inch side, I'm going to score at 2 3/4, and that is my card, my mini card. Like I said, these are so adorable. And you can use whatever little stamps that you have for these. So I'm just going to fold it in half and give it a good crease. So there is the base of my card, my little mini card. Now my mat for the front, let me see if I get the right one. That's it. So my mat, I normally do the colored mat, is 4 1/8 by 2 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the front of my card. So I'm just going to center this just like that on the front. And then my pattern paper, this is the designer series paper in Strawberry Slush. It has polka dots on the back. I'm going to use this little crazy chevron. And this is 4 by 2.5. Now what I did is I took my little Tim Holtz distress tool and I went around all of my edges. Let's see if I can show you guys. So it distressed the edge of the pattern paper. So I'm going to do that really quick over the trash can. I'll show you guys how I do it. I don't know if I use this thing right, but I go this way to get this edge and then just go down the side like that. I guess I can just do it right here. I don't know how to use this thing, but it works the way that I do it. So I will just keep doing it this way, I guess. All the way around. And I didn't ink it at all on the edges. I just left it because I think it looks fine. But you can always go, you know, around the edges and ink that if you really wanted to. I'm gonna try to get all this fuzz cleaned up. Okay, so all of my distressing is done. And now I'm gonna take, I just have this roll of this crochet thread. And I'm gonna do my wrapping around my little piece here. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around 3 times and then tape it to the back and clip the extra piece off. So then I have my little twine piece, sort of faux twine, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the front. These are super quick and simple cards also, just like the last set of thank you cards that I made. But these are just minis, and I used the birthday instead of the thank you. But like I said, you can turn these into anything. You can turn these into little thank you notes. You don't have to use, you know, the thread. You can actually use ribbon, or you don't have to put anything at all. You can just put like a bigger sentiment on it and just kind of, you know, make it really, really simple. But they're so cute. So there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp, if I can grab it. We're gonna go ahead and stamp our happy birthday, and I'm gonna use strawberry slush ink for that. And I've already mounted my stamp. This is the banner, the Itty Bitty Banner. It says happy birthday. So I'm just going to stamp that like that. To clean that off in a minute. And then I'm gonna cut this out. Let it dry. And this is the Whisper White cardstock. Just used a little scrap piece that I had left over. And of course, this would be a lot easier if you had the little Thinlits dies, but I don't mind cutting these out. It's kind of straightforward. Not really much to it. So then I'm just gonna cut my little ends here. That. Just like that. And then we have our little birthday banner. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the strawberry slush cardstock to get the little mat behind it. Get the bottom where I want it. And then cut this one out. And again, just do the little tail pieces. So not complicated if you don't have the die that goes with this, because they're just some straight cuts. So there's my little happy birthday. And then I'm going to take these little 1/4 inch foam squares and put this on the front. I'm going to set it at an angle like I did the rest of them. And give it a good press. Now, I took the Stampin' Up Rhinestones and I colored them with some big markers. But I didn't have one that matched the strawberry slush, so I took my Marvy La Plume P797. This is Crimson Lake, and I colored these two little rhinestones here and they matched pretty well. So I'm just gonna take these off and put them right on the front. So just like that. And that is the outside of the card. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It's nighttime, so I have the lamps on. So there's the card. Now for the inside, I think I can fit I'm gonna have to figure out the inside, what size I want the inside index card to be, but I'll post that after I do it, so I'm not gonna do it on the video. So there's the card, and now I'm gonna work on the envelope. And push that aside. Now the envelope piece is, I just use copy paper, and this is the finished envelope. It'll slide right in here with a little bit of wiggle room. I don't like to make them too much bigger. So you can see there's room for it to slide in and out, and then just seal it shut, and there's your little envelope. So instead of the triangular one, I did a little square one. And what you're gonna need is copy paper or thinner cardstock to use for this. I don't like using thick cardstock because I don't like the way that it folds. Okay, so your piece of paper needs to be 5 3/4 by 7 1/8. So on your 5 3/4 inch side, we're going to score at 5/8. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Move this over so you guys can see. So 5/8, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to score all the way down. And when you're using copy paper, just be careful you don't tear through it. And then we're going to come over here and score again at 5 1/8 right here. Then we're going to flip it to the left, and we're going to score on our 7 1/8 inch side at 1 7/8, so your little mark before your 2. Then we're going to go over to 4 3/4. And that's the scoring for the envelope. So you can see there. I'll put this aside. And now we're going to cut. And where I want you to cut is, we're gonna cut here, and I always cut at an angle. And then this side here. Then we're gonna cut this top panel out and this top panel out. So And what I mean by cutting at an angle is I cut at an angle here. So I'm gonna go like this all the way to that score line up here. And then I'm gonna cut this way, and that's my first notch. And you're gonna do this on all 4 corners, all the way up and over. And then the top, we're gonna do the same thing. It doesn't have to be a really wide angle. It just folds in nicer when you have a little bit of an angle here. And then it won't overlap when you're trying to fold it. And then this one. So just like that, now we have the basic shape of our envelope. The bigger panel here is it measures 2 1/8, so that is your bottom flap. Your top flap is 1 7/8. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold on my score lines and just crease them with my finger. You don't have to use a bone folder for this part. Sorry, I'm out of frame. And then I'm gonna fold my sides in, and I'm gonna leave those folded in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put adhesive right here, and I'm just gonna use my ATG gun for that. Right along that edge and that edge. And then I'm just gonna fold it up just like that. Then I have my little top piece here that you can just fold down, and we have an envelope. Super easy. So now we have the cards and the envelopes to match. So I'm gonna go over the colors. This is the Strawberry Slush, and like I said, I used my Marvy La Plume P797 to color the rhinestones for this one, and they match pretty well, so that's good. That's good. The other ones I used, this is the Crisp Cantaloupe, and what I found matches that one is the Peach Parfait, goes with that one. And then here is the Baked Brown Sugar, and the Honey Brown matched that one. Then we have the Pistachio Pudding, and that one is the Lime Sorbet, matched that one really well. And then this is the Coastal Cabana, and the one that matched that one is the Tranquil Teal. So those are the colors that you can use to color your rhinestones. Like I said, I just colored them right here on the sheet, and then it only takes a few minutes, you know, a few seconds for them to dry because they are alcohol markers. So I've not tried a water-based marker to color these. I don't know if it would work or not. I don't know. I'll have to try one and see. I don't know. But that's what I used. That's how you make them. There's all the little cards. Get them all here in the little... And all of the envelopes to match. You could stamp on your little envelopes if you wanted to, if you're going to hand deliver these. Don't think you can mail these. I think they're too small. So this would be more of like, you know, just handing them out or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm really sorry for the bad lighting. Yeah, I had to film this one at night this time. So, yeah, any questions or comments or anything, you can find all the Stampin' Up! Supplies to make these on my Stampin' Up! Store. I will put the link in the description for you. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!